14,900K, brand new, only costs 2,500. I can only say that the most cost-effective CPU, graphics card 4090, Galax 20th anniversary, wow, very tasteful. But this is not the point. The point is this chassis, $36.99. I go, it is more expensive than this CPU. Hello everyone, I am Ronaldinho. I don't know if you have seen this computer costing more than 30,000 yuan. What does it feel like? Anyway, besides being envious, I'm still envious. What about this computer? I pretended to be a fan named Wang. Let's call him Lao Wang. One day, he suddenly sent me a set of configurations via private message. When I saw this configuration, it looked great. After chatting for a while, I added WeChat. Then we discussed it on WeChat for more than half a month. Only then determined the final configuration. But let me make a statement first. I don't have any Taobao store myself. I don't sell computers either. I just occasionally help friends and fans in need to install their phones. By the way, record it. Sometimes we also receive products from some manufacturers. Usually, we will also send out news for everyone to sign up. But I have a principle when installing it. That is, I only pretend to be what I want to pretend and what I like. And it's exactly what you need. Such a two-way process. Ever since I installed a computer for someone else, I don't even have time to play with the computer anymore. Anyway, this video is quite long, but very interesting. I hope everyone can watch it carefully. Okay, so much nonsense. It's time for us to formally introduce today's set of configurations. Because this is the top-end computer for Lao Wang to realize his dream. So I hope it is more special and niche. What everyone is probably most interested in is this chassis. This case is HYTE Y70 Touch. We bought it at Baowa $36.99. At first I just mentioned it to him casually. I didn't expect that he actually said to use this chassis in the end. Of course this case is really expensive. Lao Wang also struggled for a long time before deciding to use it. So Y70 is a dual-compartment ATX touchscreen C-view case. The overall structure is pentagonal. The length, width, and height are 470 by 320 by 470 millimeters respectively. Volume is about 70.7 liters. The first impression this chassis gives me is that it has a sense of design. Used a lot of lines in different bevel angles. Designed throughout the entire chassis from outside to inside. I believe they have their own design concepts and rules. It can also be seen from the official promotional video. The design team really has great ideas. The things made are also of high quality. It even feels like a work of art. From the perspective of product design, I think this one should be the best case I have ever installed. Y70 comes in both touchscreen and non-touchscreen versions. The price difference on the official website is 140 knives. In addition to pure white color, it also has black and white splicing, black and red stitching, and pure black. Personally, I actually prefer black and white stitching, but Lao Wang said he likes pure white. Then just listen to him. Chassis side glass, top cover, and backplane. They are all buckle quick release designs, and its board is very solid. It has something to do with its double layer structure with interlaced lines. Not only good ventilation and heat dissipation, and very stable. There is also a layer of dust-proof net underneath. This is to combine design language and practicality. Very good example of combining. Chassis compatibility is also great. The motherboard supports 3 sizes, also marked with letters. Very nice details. The fan position that everyone is most concerned about, and radiator compatibility. It's also listed in the manual for you. And this manual, just like the instructions for Lego bricks, are concise and clear. Then its top can support a maximum of 360 or 280 fans. And cold radiator installation. And it is a detachable stand. Installation is more convenient and free. Now I have installed the cold steak and hamburger, because its top bezel is thicker, just enough to cover the top row of fans. It can also be equipped with a 360 or 280 fan on the side, and water cooling. Fans up to 14 centimeters can be installed in the back. Besides, it has such a high thickness at the bottom. As expected, it can also have a fan installed at the bottom. Remove the same hand-tightened screws. Then remove the dust filter. It's just a fan bracket. Can install 2 14 centimeters or 2 12 centimeters fans. Perfectly hidden at the bottom. So you don't have to worry about the heat dissipation of the chassis. Then another highlight of it is the vertical installation of the graphics card. Because it comes with a PCIe 4.0 by 16 extension cable vertical mounting bracket. So you can choose to install it vertically or horizontally. It has 7 PCI card slots horizontally. There are 4 vertical ones. In fact, there is a flow control for the card slot next to it. In other words, you install a 3-slot card. There is room for 2 card slots next to it. Avoid installing the graphics card vertically. The fan is too close to the glass panel. If you want to install it horizontally, that's totally okay too. Its side width is longer than my 2 fingers spread apart. The official height limit for air-cooled radiators is 180 millimeters. But I feel like no one will buy this case. Install an air cooler. Then install the graphics card horizontally. Also notice that it's beveled here. Suppose you install a 3-slot card. Its graphics card cable length is about 365 millimeters. The interface is equipped with an audio interface, 2 USB-A ports, a Tab-C and a power button. Come to the back. Rubber seal. Nylon tie. Good screen. Then the power supply compartment also has a beveled design. The maximum length of its power supply can support up to 235 millimeters. There are 2 hard drive compartments above. The hand screw can be removed from the back. You can put a 3.5-inch hard drive in it. or install two 2.5-inch hard drives side by side. In short, the design of the entire chassis. I think it's very good. Then let's take a closer look. This touchscreen. It is a 14.1-inch, 1100 by 3844K resolution, 60 Hz capacitive screen. The entire screen is connected via a USB-C, connected to a mini DP cable. The DP line runs from the top to the bottom. Finally, here is the PCI card slot. There is a DP interface. Requires the included DP to DP cable. Connect to graphics card. To complete the screen input. By the way, it's also printed with Los Angeles design and assembly in China. This screen seems to be produced by BOE. Then the interaction method of this screen. Very similar to our mobile phones. Page left and right drop-down control center. You can drag to adjust the screen brightness and the volume of the computer. There are also switches such as Wi-Fi and Bluetooth that can be controlled. Open the official software. There are some preset background themes that can be switched. You can also add your own picture or video background. The left side shows the real-time picture of the screen. There are various components and cards that can be added on the right. For example, real-time monitoring data of hardware, such as computer, emoji. Also supports OBS linkage. This should be very helpful for anchors. It can even play Tetris. I think the best thing to use is its software shortcut. You can put 4 dog bars underneath. You can also add it directly to the desktop, just like a mobile phone. Quick start with just one click. This kind of touch is the same as when you double-click to open it with the mouse. Is completely different. In fact, it is essentially a secondary display screen. If you don't want to show these things, you can turn it off. Just show the computer desktop. Then you open Wallpaper Engine. Put some good-looking wallpapers you like. The overall screen ratio is also very good. When you are tired, watch the young ladies dancing. That's a pleasure to watch. After talking about the chassis, next, let's introduce the configuration and why it matches so well. First, the CPU is 14,900K. Note that it is K, not KF. As I said at the beginning, it only cost $2,500. Cheaper than this case. This price is even if you go to the second-hand market. I was shocked when I saw the paper. The key is that the SP score is predicted to be 103 points. The physique is still very good. This CPU actually came to me across the ocean. At the very beginning, I also advised Lao Wang. There is no need to use 14,900K. Ask him what games he usually plays. He talks about LOL and CS. Good guy. I told him that the biggest improvement in the 14th generation is 14,700K. In fact, using 147 is also crazy. 149 performance improvement is not big. On the contrary, the power consumption and temperature are much higher. But he said he wanted something with a big number. Okay. Don't listen to advice. As a result, he quickly gave me an irrefutable reason. He said that he could ask his classmate from Intel to purchase it on his behalf. I said it was true or false. As a result, he stopped pretending. He said he was a major. Many students are working at Nvidia, Intel, and AMD. And he just resigned from Tencent. What the fuck? This is when I really met a big boss. Then he asked. The internal purchase price for 14,900K employees is $310. It's about 2,500 renminbi plus tax. If 14,900K is more than 4,000, I can talk rubbish. But 14,900K of 2,500. The most cost-effective CPU in the world. The power consumption of this you can reach up to 400 watts. Very outrageous. About its performance and temperature, I will tell you about it later. The motherboard is Asus ROG Z790 of Fubuki S. It is also a very cost-effective white motherboard. The price is less than 3,000 yuan. Still cheaper than this case. Whether it is performance, expandability, the appearance is very balanced. In fact, I also told him, how about formula? Pure Snow ROG is a bit expensive. Although Lao Wang did not listen to the advice. But when you look at the price, it's still very reasonable. Anyway, blowing snow is okay. The graphics card is Galax 4090. 20th Anniversary Edition. Speaking of white graphics cards, you may think of the White Raptor or White Vulcan. But this computer, it has special meaning for Lao Wang. So I think this is the 20th anniversary of Galaxy. It is also a special commemorative symbol. And also has certain collection value. Think about Mother Bai and the God of Fire. Its 4090 and 4080 both look the same. And what about this 20th anniversary card from Galaxy? It's relatively more special. Front double fan design. There is also a fan on the back. Exactly synthesizes the number 20. Fully covered vapor chamber plus 8 plated chain composite heat pipes. 20 plus 4 power supplies. Galax's stacking of materials is still very impressive. Frontline ARGB lighting effect. The outermost acrylic cover is removable. Free DIY. It does not affect the official warranty. Hidden is the backplug power supply interface design.